This is Sangshetty Shetkar, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Bidar. Today we are going to start a lecture on HRM topic selection process. Let us see what are the steps are involved in selection process. Say here we have the following are the steps are to be discussed in a selection process. First one is preliminary interview. Second one is receiving application. Third one is screening of application, employment test, interview, reference check, medical examination, and final selection. We will discuss one by one. What is preliminary interview? Preliminary interview, it is a basic interview. It is a basic screening of a candidate, those who are applied for that post. The eligible candidate are shortlisted, ineligible candidates are eliminated. This is a basic round of a selection, first and foremost round of the selection. Here we will eliminate the ineligible candidate by doing the preliminary screening of the applications. Then receiving of application, we will issue the application from eligible candidates and we will test the screening of any candidate. We will give the ad for this. For issuing an application, we will give the ad in a paper media, newspaper, it may be TV or in a Facebook. We will use the social blogs or social app for issuing an application. For that we will do the advertisement also to get the more application. The intention of giving advertisement in a public media to issue the more application. More applications means more you can able to find out the right person at right place at right job. Screening of application. Third point is the screening of application. We will do the screening of any application based on the age, sex, qualification and experience. We will do all the screening. We will do the requirement of the job. According to the job requirement, we will do the screening of an application and we will make the short list. We will make the short list of an application. Then next is an employment test. Employment test is called for eligible candidate through the mail or telephonic. Eligible candidates are called for a writing an employment test. It may be personality test or it may be mental test to check the mental ability of the candidate, working capacity of the candidate and thinking capacity. All the attitude of the employee will be tested through the various employment tests are there. In that we will check out the skill of an employee, intelligence, skill, knowledge, that will be tested in the employment test. After successfully completion of employment test, we will call for an interview. Interview may be personal interview. In that we won't check the intelligence of the employee. Here we have already tested in employment test only. We have tested the knowledge and ability. Here we will test his mental ability or mental attitude or social, how he will behave in a market, how he will do the job, that will be checked in a interview, personal interview. It may be personal, family background, psychological background, that can be tested in a personal interview. After successfully completion of a personal interview, we will go for a reference checking. The employee, those at the time of application, they have applied for the reference. We will do the cross checking of the reference, asking about the details which are mentioned in the application form. This is after successfully completion of interview, we will go for reference check. Then the positive response in a reference checking is issued. Then we will go for medical examination. Reference check may be even the qualification related details, experience detail, whatever it may be. What are the points are mentioned in application form, that can be checked. Referring indirectly, we will refer all those requirement, whether the mentioned points are correct or not. We will check cross examination of the reference check. Then successful completion of reference check, we will go for medical examination of the employee That medical examination is also part and parcel of the selection process. Successfully physically fit, mentally fit candidate only selected for the particular post. The medical examination, after successfully completion of the medical examination, there is a final selection. That final selection will be made in a website of the company, or that can be informed to eligible candidate in through a telephonic or email. This is all about our selection process, steps in selection process. Thank you one and all.